Donald Trump, well, he talks about he has nothing to do with the prosecution of Comey, then brags about prosecuting Comey. Here it is.
And dishonest guy. So all I have to do is, I have nothing to do with the case. I just say,
but you called Pam Bondi to prosecute him and oppose him. No,
I don't call anybody. You know what? I'm allowed to do that if I wanted to do that. But Comey's a crooked guy. He has been for years.
Put it up full mask. The story has some twists and turns. I do find it ironic that so many people are talking about the corruption of the Department of Justice when Black folk have been talking about the corruption of the Department of Justice since 1961. Let's get into it. Trump denies his role in James Comey, former FBI director, and his prosecution, denies it is a witch hunt, despite his post. However, less than a week after Trump's post, on September 20th on Truth Social, James Comey was then indicted on September 25th on 2 counts, making a false statement and obstruction of a congressional proceeding. Trump's September 20th post addressed directly to Bondi named Comey, Representative Adam Schiff, Democrat, California, and New York Attorney General Letitia James, quote, "We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times over nothing. Justice must be served now." And a few days later, Trump later celebrated Comey's indictment, posting, quote, "Justice in America. One of the worst human beings this country has ever been exposed to is James Comey," end quote. Comey's indictment stemmed from his testimony on September 30th, 2020. This was during a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing. A question posed by Senator Ted Cruz, Republican out of Texas, about earlier testimony in which he denied authorizing leaks to the media about an FBI probe. Comey responded, "I stand by the testimony." Now, here's the technical part and then the irony of it. So the technical part is, as one wise person once said, you show me the man, I'll show you the crime. Basically, we have laws and statutes and ordinances written in such a way that it will be very difficult to live in the United States of America without technically violating them. Did Comey provide a nod to a false answer in a previous testimony to the United States Congress? Maybe. Are people prosecuted for it? Typically not, but to be honest, political dynamics have played into prosecutions like this before when individuals have lied to Congress. Some have been jailed for it, others have been fined, and then some have decided not to even respond to a subpoena, which is legally enforceable by arrest, and absolutely nothing happened to them. So discretion is definitely at play. Politics becomes the catalyst. But the irony of it is this. I don't remember a year in the existence of the Department of Justice where they have been corrupt-free. They have always had elements of corruption, and at times the leader has been on record. The leader has been on record for being corrupt. And yet and still, these agencies, these federal police agencies, are routinely celebrated based on administration. So if a Democrat is in office, it's celebrated by Democrats, and it's a better Department of Justice. If a Republican is in office, conservatives say the same thing. The truth is, none of them have clean hands in this way. I'm talking agency-wide. All of these agencies have their levels of corruption that have been dealt with on record. It continues. The indictment, however, is interesting, all right? So the indictment does not specify what the investigation was about. This is the indictment. but news reports speculate that the investigation was related to Hillary Clinton. The statute of limitations on the charges was set to expire the week of the indictment, alluding to the political nature of the indictment. If convicted, Comey faces up to 5 years in prison. Comey denied the charges in a video posted on social media. All right, let's put her up. So, the Comey indictment was brought by Lindsay Halligan, a former private attorney for who? Donald J. Trump. It is his private attorney working as an interim U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, taking over one of the most significant prosecutorial offices in the country despite having no experience as a prosecutor at any level, at any time of her legal profession. During Halligan's college years, she competed, in the Miss Colorado USA pageant twice. Now, that doesn't take away from her credentialing. It simply doesn't add to it to be a prosecutor. So she has no prosecutorial experience. She's friends with Donald Trump, or at least a close ally, somebody that Donald Trump has considered his attorney. And, well, she lacks supervision, ability, or capacity based on credentialing and experience. But she can be a patsy. She can be a crony, a surrogate, an expression of, well, you know. So yes, politics are definitely at play. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why is this so important to Trump? Well, he's petty. He's petty. So while some may gloat about this who are MAGA supporters, I want you to think about it. You know why he hasn't been able to deliver on the promises he told you he would deliver? Do you know why your grocery bill is higher? You know why gas prices won't come down under him? Healthcare will continue to rise. Unemployment rates skyrocketing. Affordable education opportunities have been snatched away. Why? Because he's not solving those problems. He's solving his problems, not yours. He ran to solve his own problems, not to resolve yours. That is what you're seeing in this prosecution and in prosecutions that may come. So her decision to pursue the case against Comey, reportedly met resistance from within her own office. You don't say. You mean to tell me that the rookie, never have prosecuted a case in her life, new manager of the department here got pushback about a political prosecution, high-profile political prosecution of the former FBI director? You don't say it got some pushback from lifers at the DOJ. So during the court proceedings, confusion arose over multiple charging documents. Judge Lindsay Vela questioned why there were two versions of the same indictment. She's about to lose the case before being presented, okay? Why are there two versions of the indictment? Quote, "It has your signature on it," she told Halligan, who replied, "I do not see," end quote. Vala ordered her to make handwritten corrections and submit both versions to the docket. Unusually, Halligan's name was the only one on the indictment. No assistant U.S. attorneys were listed. You always have assistant U.S. attorneys. So here's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. She's not receiving any assistance from the people that actually know how to file high-profile federal case, how to do an indictment properly, et cetera, et cetera. So she's winging it, probably using ChatGPT or something in order to do it. So she's making mistakes, and the judge is calling these mistakes out. And these mistakes are probably going to land in a technical dismissal of the case. All right, there you have it. We will bring you updates as it continues to develop.